We are going up on the 3rd level, which is borderline terrifying. It's really, really, really high. This side especially.
The Tom Cruise at birth.
Yep. They are like the tiny black bugs. They are terrible. We just couldn't take it anymore. It was nuts. As you can see, this is full of flash rust.
Back to your shirt.
Terrifying. Oh my god. A few years ago, we decided to quit the rat race and venture down a completely unfamiliar path in life. We sold almost all of our possessions, renovated a camper van, and toured the US looking for a piece of land to start our journey. After almost 2 years, we found our piece of paradise in the Pacific Northwest, and Pacific Pines Ranch was born. Follow along as we chase our dreams to build an off-grid shipping container home and to see our projects and adventures along the way. As we like to say on the ranch, the joy is in the journey. What's up, everyone? All right, so today on the ranch, super nice day. Gotta love summer. Always busy, always lots to do. We are going up on the 3rd level, which is borderline terrifying, and welding the roof together of the 2 containers on the 3rd level. So we're gonna bring the flat bar up there, clean where I have to weld. I'm gonna weld everything in place, weld the corners together, and see how far we can get. If we can finish today, that would be awesome. If not, we will finish tomorrow. So let's roll. You guys, this is borderline terrifying to be up on the 3rd level roof. It's really high. I'll show you in a second. Maybe it won't translate in video as it is in real life, but whew, I feel the fear in my belly. So we have to be really careful, safety first as always, but I'm really excited to enjoy the rooftop. I don't know if I'm really excited to build the rooftop deck. So yeah, but gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, let me just show you what it's like from up here. So here's what we're gonna be welding, is this little gap right here. Also, we're gonna be welding the corners together. So there's the cantilever balcony. Really, really, really high. This side especially. This side I think we're probably close to like 40 something feet in the air, maybe more. Oh my god. You see these trees right here, they're like, I don't know, if I had to guess, maybe like 60-ish feet, maybe 70, some of them, maybe 80, I don't know. And we are like, yeah, up there. Hello down there.
Hey, Donnie.
So yeah, definitely terrifying. We have like, I feel like we're playing the game Chutes and Ladders for all of you 90s kids out there. We have ladders everywhere because we haven't built the stairs yet. We haven't built any stairs yet. So it's just like a festival of ladders. We have like a ladder to get up to the 1st level, and then the 2nd one, and then we have to go through here, and a ladder to get up here, and there's just legitimately ladders everywhere. So that'll be cool when we don't need to have crazy, sketchy, wobbly ladders all over the place. So yeah, gonna get all the tools up here, get the electricity up here, and yeah, Hopefully I can finish welding this in one day. It's about 90 feet actually. So here we go.
Okay, it's recording.
Thank you so much, man. Look, the birds.
Oh wow, they're cute.
They're like jet fighters.
Yep.
The Tom Cruise of birds.
Yep. Are you okay there?
I know, but I don't think you understand. My face right now is melting. I'm melting inside, and it's not even sunny. So I'm imagining what that will be in the sun, and I'm like, oh my god. You know?
Are you okay, babe?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you something. The tiny blackbird.
Oh, they've been biting me for like 30 minutes. Whoa, all right. So very interesting. First time this has happened in like since we've been building. When I start to weld into the evening, there's always these little like no-see-ums or gnats that come and just bite my face because pretty much all of me is covered except, you know, like, actually I think I have one here right now. They are like the tiny black bugs. They are terrible. And it just got so bad to the point where we had to stop. We got kind of 1/4 of the roof welded and we just couldn't take it anymore. It was nuts. They were, I mean, I have barely any of my skin showing and they were like going in my eyes, biting my forehead, and wow. And it wasn't even just like a couple, because I could deal with a couple here and there. It was like hundreds of them. Look, here's one right now, flying in my face. It's not so bad right now that I'm on the 3rd level, but on the roof, oh. So anyways, we had to quit. We're gonna finish tomorrow, which sucks because I hope it's not too sunny because it's really hot with all this stuff on. It's not that hot in general. It's, I don't know, maybe like in the 60s, but with the sun and the heat of the roof and everything, it gets pretty toasty for me, especially with all this stuff on me. So yeah, nature. You can live with it, but you can't always fight it. And here on the ranch, we live our life by nature, the weather, the conditions, and everything. So yeah, so we're gonna call it a day and get back at it tomorrow. Hopefully the bugs will go away and we can finish. Hello, back on the roof for round 2 of sealing the roof. So as per usual, the weather didn't have any chance of rain, and it didn't really like rain, but sometimes the fog is so intense where it's basically like a very, very, very fine misty rain. And so that's what happened, and everything we did is covered in rust. There's water on the roof, so we have to spend a bunch of time to kind of like remove the water where we're working and re-clean where we cleaned the steel yesterday to weld the flat bar in place. So let me show you what's up. So as you can see, there's little puddles of water. Also, you can see all what we did, and here's where we stopped welding because the bugs were getting too bad. And as you can see, this is full of flash rust. This spot we had covered by, like, I forget what was here, but something. Yeah. So that's life. It's a setback we've dealt with often here. Just, I mean, we can't really rely on the weather forecast. It's just too unpredictable. But yeah, what can you do? So it's not too bad, so it shouldn't be too long. So anyways, we're gonna clean all that up, get everything set up, and finish the roof today. Grind, weld, paint, repeat. Alright, we reached the halfway point on the roof. Pretty tired, almost done. We're gonna keep on rolling. You can tell when I get tired because my welding positions get weirder and weirder. For those of you interested, we have PDF plans for sale on how we sealed the exterior of all of our containers, as well as the exact sizes and dimensions of the materials used. The plans also include an installation guide explaining in detail the steps we took to seal the exterior of our containers. Check the link in the description to purchase these plans and use code PPR20 for 20% off your purchase. All proceeds help support our channel so we can keep making content for you all to enjoy. Okay, back to work. Alright, so we're about 98% finished with the roof. So whoop whoop, almost done. So the last thing we are going to be doing is this. Let me show you. So this is a 45-foot container, which is why there's two corners. And we are going to weld a piece of flat bar right here to cover the space so that that doesn't create a pool should there be any leaks in our roofing structure. Another one of those safety insurance policies of ours. But yeah, anyways, so we're just gonna put a flat bar on top of this and weld it in place. That one we don't really need to, because as you can see, there's a hole that can the water can evacuate should it get in there. But also that one will probably be closed on both sides as well eventually. But first things first, gonna do this one. So as you can see, we got the flat bar all along the roof. Everything's pretty good. Why don't just finish cleaning the corner over there. So I'm gonna weld the last few things and we are finished for the day. Probably gonna clean and paint tomorrow because it's getting late and I am dead. So. All right, woo! That was exhausting. I'm just finishing up painting right now. Everything went pretty well. So, yeah, on to the next step. So that's it for sealing the roof of the 3rd level. Eventually, we are going to be building a rooftop deck on top of the entire house. So this is not the final roof of the house. Stay tuned to see how the rooftop deck unfolds. Now just wait and see what happens next. Speaking of the rooftop deck, we found these at the overstock / scrapyard, and we ended up buying almost all of them to use for the rooftop deck structure. Now, the complicated part was organizing the shipping. We got a quote from a local company and we triple verified that they would be able to deliver it to our property without an issue, considering our driveway and road to get to our driveway is pretty sloped. When they showed up, that was not the case, and we had to come up with some creative solutions. In the back of our street, trying to unload the steel. Can't make it down our driveway because it's too steep, so we're just gonna do it here and see how it goes. Wish us luck. Terrifying, oh my god. Alright, so we're about to drive down the street like this, so wish us luck. Alright, en route. Here we go. So far so good, but I don't want to jinx it.
See what I could?
Yeah. That was pretty sketchy, not gonna lie, and we pretty much barely made that work. As you can see, we barely made it down the driveway even. This is not recommended. This was sort of an emergency situation, but I'm glad we got it done. We made it on site. Steel was delivered. Everything went well. That was sketchy, but we did it. And this view right here is what makes all of our struggles worth it. best way to end the day, walk on the beach with my two loves. So just something I would like to mention is with a project of this size, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed and feel like there's no end in sight, and that it'll just never end, and everything can start to feel really heavy and difficult because everything that we're doing is custom, everything. So it's a lot of figuring out to do when we do something that's as simple as like installing a window. There's just a lot of little parts of our project that take a lot of thought. A lot of thought goes into them to bring them into fruition. So it's really important overall when things start to feel heavy is to keep your mental strength and make it through these moments, because they are temporary and they go. The big thing with us that's always stressful is the weather. So we know that winter can't really work on the structure because our house is made out of steel and you can't grind, weld, or paint when there's moisture, which, as you can see even today, there's just like a light fog, which this is doable, but in winter it's just so much rain all the time. The progress basically comes to a complete halt, and that can be really difficult when we're just sitting there and watching time pass by and we can't work on anything, and mentally that's very, very tough. And now we're going into our third year of construction, so 3 years of living in an RV in place, like not traveling, because traveling in an RV is pretty fun, but yeah, that'll test your mental sanity. So that doesn't mean it's not doable, but it has its difficulties. So yeah, in moments where things are difficult and you just feel the weight of everything, just keep moving forward, one foot after the other, and eventually you'll arrive at your destination. Chase your dreams, even if you're crawling, not necessarily running. Either way, you'll make it there. And with that being said, it's the joy of the journey, right? So yeah, just a little thought for you all. If you want to know the true reality of what it's like, sometimes it's hard, but nothing worthwhile is ever easy, right? So, another day, got a lot done. Tomorrow will be a new day that hopefully will get even more done. Coming up next on Pacific Pines Ranch. As you guys can probably hear, we are back at it. Soundtrack to our life. I am dead. It is so exhausting welding on the floor. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and sometimes even during the week. So subscribe so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.